cash outs and missions, as well as other features. Join now and get a welcome bonus of up to 200,000 naira. Betano.ng, the game starts now.
My people, if you never try us, this is not waiting you the miss. First of all, we be microfinance bank, we get license. Wait, time never reach. Plus, get our POS where they reliable when you open business account. Yes, you fit open account from anywhere sharp for service where they reliable, secure, convenient and fast. Now only one bank you need. Guys, oh yeah now. Download the app or look for agent where they near you make you start. Money Point, powering dreams.
You're listening to 32 FM 94.9.
All right, it's great to have you join us. It's the Papers Review on 32 FM 94.9, 15 minutes to 7 o'clock. It's time to delve into the analysis of the headlines this morning. My name is Kenny Dorotilu.
And I'm GBOLABO, famous school. And we have Mr. Femi Olukunle joining us to do this analysis this morning. Good morning, Mr. Femi.
Yeah, good morning to you. Kenny, good morning. It's a wet morning.
Yes, indeed.
We bless God for that. So good morning to our listeners.
All right, I'd like us to start off from the warning from the Inspector General of Police about the potential abuse of power by governors if state police is established. Now, the advice from the IGP that the federal government also merges the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, NSCDC, with the FRC, for police effectiveness. That's according to reports in the papers this morning. What do you make of that? The federal government has insisted that the implementation of state police will go ahead, as planned, despite these concerns. What are your thoughts?
Well, where the IGP is coming from is understandable. It's just like a man who wants to take another wife, the second wife. So the first wife naturally will be jealous. So that's the way I've seen it. For the IGP to be telling us that the governors will abuse the project and that the governors may not have enough manpower and equipment and resources to take care of. It's just insinuating, and we don't need him to shoot down the project. We don't need him to throw the baby away with bathwater. And all these problems he's talking about, they are across the bridge. And we have not even crossed the bridge. When we cross the bridge, we will see those problems and we will tackle them. The fact of the matter is that Nigeria police as it is today is also being abused by some people. So that the governors will abuse it is not a new thing, and that they abuse the police, the military, is not a new thing to Nigerians. However, when we cross the bridge, and when we get to the bridge, we cross it. And when we cross the bridge, we see all those problems and we will tackle them frontally. So I don't believe that project should be shut down. And I know that it's going to give us more positive than negative.
All right, talking about the merger now, do you think the FRSC and the NSCDC should be merged, according to some of the statements he made as well?
Yeah, I think it's a welcome development because it appears one of them is being underutilized. If they match them and they give them new rule of engagement and they widen the scope, I think it will be a welcome development. So we have to manage our resources this time, and we don't need to be Father Christmas.
All right, Mr. Olukunle, let's look at the Wike factor here in Rivers State. Is still playing a very heightened politicking here in Rivers State. Now, it's saying that this headline, pro-Wike lawmakers strip Fubara's power to appoint local government caretakers. And the story is saying that they passed an amended bill of local government into law by overriding the assent of the governor Fubara here. And they are saying that he doesn't have power. Looking at this new bill which was passed, and of course he's not allowed to send it, he won't have powers to appoint caretaker local government chairman, for instance, those who stand in before the election is done. You're saying before the expiration of the local government chairman, there must be an election almost immediately. Now, what do we get out of this? Should someone call Wike to order? Because obviously it appears that Fubara is really not in full charge here in River State as it stands.
No, they are clipping the wings of Fubara. They don't allow him to fly. And if the governor does not fly, that means the state is not flying. And that is what the elders in the state are saying, that during the 8 years of Wike ruled that state like an emperor. And he enjoyed himself to the fullest, and he did whatever he liked without anybody interrupting or interfering. So why is doing this? For goodness sake, I don't understand. Yes, you may be the one that suggested that this person should succeed you. You may be the one that you may work for him. But if you look at the undercurrents, it cannot be more than money, power, position, and everything. And somebody did not do that for you. You were a boy to Peter Odili. And Odili, we didn't read it. I personally didn't read it that Odili disturbed you during your administration. And there were other people who had been governors before you. They never disturbed you. Why, for goodness sake, is he doing this? I have always known that the governor has the right to say, okay, pending the time we are going to have election, Mr. A, B, and C, Mrs. XYZ, go and occupy this position of a chairman local government in the interim capacity, and that thing will be taken to the state assembly for approval, and it will be done. But now the state assembly is saying that they are the ones that will do perform the function of the governor. I think it is terribly bad, and the people in the state know. And I read it that bill that the state assembly vetoed was not the first. It's about the sixth one they will do. So that means the state is being made to swim against the tide, and it is the people that will suffer. So anyone who understands the language, these people who say they are state assemblymen and the Wike, they are godfather, anybody who understands their language should know that the state belongs to them, and the state should not be destroyed. They should allow peace to reign in that state, for goodness sake. So it is not good. I think it is not good.
All right, Mr. Femi, the government through the FCCPC has shut down the supermarkets in Abuja operated by Chinese nationals after a video circulated online showing a Nigerian shopper being barred from entering the store. Now, the supermarket had implemented a controversial policy restricting Chinese nationals, restricting entry to only Chinese nationals. So what do you make of that incident that sparked outrage on social media when that video was trending?
We discussed that topic generously in this studio yesterday. But one thing that shocked me when I was going through that story this morning is the fact that the owner of that shop is a Chinese woman. Women are known to be loving, they are love personified. And when this Chinese woman's breast is no longer generating milk and it is generating gall, I mean, that is unfortunate, very, very unfortunate. And I give it to Nigerian government, because yesterday we were talking about all these foreigners who have one business concern or the other in this country doing whatever they like and treating Nigerians like rags in our country on our own soil. And we were saying yesterday that we hardly have anybody to speak for us. We hardly have anybody to intervene. But that the intervention came almost immediately. Right. No, it's a welcome development. I love it. And according to Nigerians engaged by that woman in that outfit, they said when their principal saw that the federal government agency was coming towards them, she ran away. So I think that is a welcome development. So I know she cannot run away perpetually. She still has to come back. When she comes back, government should call him to they should question him. Question her rather, and then let her explain why she must do that on her soil. So Nigeria is not a place where any foreigner can do anything he or she likes. So we have laws, although we hardly make our laws to come alive to do what they as expected to do. But thank God, they have come to our rescue.
The prompt response was
The
was a good
response
thing.
is welcome.
All right, Mr. Femi, let's look at the further unbundling of the power sector. Now we're talking about discos. The federal government, like one of the headlines here says, to sell discos managed by AMCON banks in next 3 months, and also further unbundling of some of them that are not effective. Now let's even look at those 5 discos. They include Abuja Electricity Distribution Company, currently under the management of one of the commercial bank, UBA, Benin Electricity Distribution Company, Kaduna, and of course we do have Kano. These are strategic ones, and of course Ibadan Electricity Distribution Company. Now, is it about unbundling further, or those who are buying over some of these discos, or those who are being contracted? Like the BPP, shouldn't the BPP be more explicit in terms of some of these bidding processes? Because what we do here most time is that some of these contracts are given to government cronies. Now, what exactly is the best way GBOLABO needs to address the issue of power shortage in Nigeria? It's been epileptic for several decades, and we're here still talking about privatization. We've sold everything that government is supposed to manage. Now, do we get any kind of reprieve with what GBOLABO is planning here?
Yes, emphatic yes. You know, when there is a drought of information, you feel that nothing is happening. Honestly speaking, when I went through that story, I cannot but applaud Bayo GBOLABO for doing this. At least he has done something that his predecessors in office have not done, have never done. Now, we have always known that those who bought those discos in 2013, they were the cronies of government. Some of them, I know that one of them is an ex-leader of this country, ex-president of this country. And look at IBEDC as I think is the biggest, is the widest of them all. Because from Ogun State up to Niger State, I understand it covers about 6 or 7 states. Where will the efficiency come from? Where? So if there is a transformer problem in Niger State, will they run to Ibadan? And then if they have another one somewhere far away, they will come to Ibadan. So where is the efficiency? So if they, according to that story, they want to break it down, they want to unbundle it, like IBDC should be unbundled. Let components of it be sold to another person who will manage it effectively. And I learned that Oyo State government has even written, Minister Bayo GBOLABO said that Oyo State government has written to federal government to be involved in the running of IBEDC.
All right, Mr. Femi, just sorry for butting in, but we need to also get some clarity here. Is it about mismanagement or people defaulting on the contracts to pay? We were in the studios when we read headlines of some institutions of government still owing IBDC to the tunes of several millions of naira, which UCH is not an exemption. Do we say it's mismanagement or people not fulfilling their own part of the deal, especially government institutions?
So many things are intertwined. One, the people who bought these discos, they don't have the technical know-how to run them. Two, they don't have the financial muscle. They went to borrow money. And if you borrow money from banks will demand of you to pay back. And according to Minister GBOLABO, this business is a long-term business. The gestation period of this business is a long one. It doesn't come quickly. It's just like you are establishing a newspaper outfit. The gestation period is about between 15 and 20 years before you can begin to get your dividends. The same thing is happening in this electricity business. So these people did not have, they don't have the technical know-how, they don't have enough share muscle, and the administrative know-how is the one you are talking about, that people are owing them and they are not paying. Now, let's not forget that they are not discharging the services that people need appropriately, and that discourages the people to pay. I'm not being an advocate of the devil here. I'm not encouraging people not to pay, but for goodness sake, I know that people have been largely paying for darkness in this country. So it appears they have gone into what they don't have the capacity and capability to do. So, and that is why we are having these problems. and that is why it is affecting our economy and our enjoyment. So it is a welcome development. Let the federal government unbundle them, the discos, and those ones who don't have the capacity to run them, let them take them away from them and get them sold to another person. And now that banks have even taken over some of them, it is very good that the minister has said that banks cannot continue to run the outfit because they are not cut out to do that. Let them be sold to people who have the technical know-how to handle this business.
All right, John, let's take a look at this one. The National Security Advisor, Ribadu, has highlighted a significant increase in terrorism-related deaths from 2,600 to 200, and a notable increase in the price of AK-47 rifles from 500,000 naira to 5 million naira. The rise in AK-47 prices, I'd like us to take a look at that. Should we be concerned? Because he says this is because they are only mopping up these firearms, but they're also destroying them. They're not only mopping them up, but they're also destroying them. Yeah. On the other hand, it is also possible that the price increase might just be as a result of the surge in demand for this illicit firearms.
No, it is because there is scarcity. When there is scarcity, the price will go up. So when the demand is more than supply, naturally, that is elementary economics. The price will go up, and that is why the price has risen from 500,000 to 5 million. It is a welcome development. So if the information given to us by the National Security Advisor is what we are to go by, we should give them a thumb up, because that means they are justifying the monies they are collecting, all the perks of office, and they need to do more. We want to see the result of what they are doing. We don't want these miscreants to be killing our people, to be stealing our people, and to be disturbing the economy of this country. So let them do more. So we are yet to see it properly. So if he says they are doing it, and he has given us that information, let him do more so that we do away completely with those who disturb the peace of the country.
All right, we have to go on another break right about now. We'll be back very shortly. Please do stay with us.
Feel better about your life.
32 FM, 94.9, the antidote to depression. Stay tuned to 32 FM, 94.9.
ọ̀gá tíṣà ẹ jọ̀ọ́ kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ sáwọn ọmọ nílé ìwé ó ṣe jẹ́ pé nígbà tí wọ́n bá ń kúrò nílé láàárọ̀ wọ́n á mọ́ tónítóní àmọ́ tí wọ́n bá máa fi padà dé báyìí nǹkan ti yàtọ̀.
iṣẹ́ ò dúró ni mà gbogbo akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ni àtẹ̀rẹ́ ìdárayá ó kún un ló ń jẹ torí náà ìdọ̀tí òògùn aṣọ yíya àti bàtà tó dọ̀tí yẹn wọ́n ń ṣàfihàn pé alára tó jí pépé làwọn ọmọ yín.
ìyẹn mà tún ga o.
àwọn ọmọ rẹ nílò okun tó ṣara lóore máa fún wọn ní àkọ́tún mélòó tí a ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ rọ lágbára sí láràárọ̀ ó ní àwọn èròjà aṣara lóore tí ń ṣàtìlẹ́yìn ìpèsè okun fún wọn láti járamọ́ iṣẹ́ òòjọ́ wọn. Milo okun ìtẹ̀síwájú.
Milo. Ẹ̀yin fans mi. It's okay. Ẹ lọ sórí gbogbo ìkànnì ìbánidọ́rẹ̀ẹ́ ní 32 FM 949 fẹ̀yìn ẹ̀ àsáàpù.
It's okay. What takes a plate of jollof rice to the next level of goodness? Is it when it is cooked with no seasoning cubes for that sumptuous taste? Or when you serve it with correct Nigerian salad, cabbage, carrot, lettuce, and a bit of kidney beans?
It's both. Season your jollof with the rich taste of Knorr cubes and serve with plenty of vegetables. So, go ahead and elevate your meals. Today, eat for good.
Feel better about your life.
32 FM, 94.9, the antidote to depression.
All right, it's great to have you join us once again. The show, the Papers Review, 32 FM 94.9. We're taking your reactions to the headlines this morning. You can call the studio lines 0705 5949, 0809 7000 949. Let's have your reactions this morning. Also, we are live on Facebook. That's facebook.com/32FM949. Right there. Let's take this call.
All right, we'll take this as our first caller. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning.
My name is Adeshu from UI.
Okay.
This issue of assembly override for Barra is flying since yesterday morning. And like you said in the studio that Wike should be called into order. To me, I said it at the program yesterday, it's not Wike that should be called to order. There should be, I asked a question yesterday, across all the 36 states of the state, is there any state that you see assembly member who have become to another party tormenting the Quebec governor like this? Did that one even ever happen to Wike? So I think river state leaders and the rest of them, they should find a way to report the presence of Nigeria to the international community. If you want, Wike has been hiding under Tinubu to torment people. And it's very, very sad of Tinubu at his age, looking at that man like that. It's very, very unfair. Let them report him to the international community and see what will happen. That's the best of today.
All right, thank you. 0705 5949 0809 7949.
All right, we're also live on Facebook, 32FM 949 Ibadan. Do also remember that the FEIE platform too on Facebook is there. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
I'm John. Thank you, Elder Samuel Lukunede. And I want to talk about the letter written by Emeritus Professor Banji Akintoye to the President. I want to describe it as necessary utility. Dead on arrival, the President will receive the letter if at all, but don't put it necessary. Professor Emeritus, distinguished Senator Stephen Banji Akintoye, you understand that about to get you to the about to get you to the President will not like his name to be stated in bad light. That memo delay, go on, which they talk, go on, we want Nigeria states to keep Nigeria one is a start that must be done. And the fourth, the latest boy against Biafra. After him, subsequent head of state or president have always been saying the unity of the country is not negotiable. John knows on justice and thank you.
All right, you're still on to Break It On Papers Review here on 32FM 94.9. And of course, the numbers to call in are 070-55000-949 or 080-97949. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
This is John Olariwaju. I'm calling from Ajo.
All right.
On the issue of IG, that making some narrative, maybe I should call it excuses not to having the state police. I think to me it's not a welcome development. So, IG, like analysts like rightly said, I also understood the IG. That's how they used to do it. They know that once we have the state police, possibly the state police might not be, no longer under him to be controlling. So that's how he's supposed to. I'm supposed to know more than that, and I'm sure that he knows more than that. And he should understand that that's how the country is supposed to run. Not that somebody will be IG and will be over all the police that in all the states. That is not how it's supposed to do in any developed country. And then lastly, on the issue of the bundle of all those IBDC. It's also good, but they should not do the mistake the Jonathan did in 2013. They should not say, this IBDC to their people too. They should do it in the right way. Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much for that. All right, we have another.
Good morning.
Good morning. My name is Wale Badmon.
All right.
About the state police. I want to ask a question now. Now, according to have been telling us, don't let it do by politics. All the police that they follow this Senate president, this senator, how will do with them? How manage this police to make this Nigeria equal? This Senate president have been telling us, don't let it be in politics. the police they will follow them. He is a politics. So how manage we can do this? So we equal. Thank you. That's my question. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much for that. The numbers again are still 070-55,949 or 080-97,949. Do remember we're also live on Facebook in case you want to drop your comment there on Facebook. 32FM 949 Fenya with double E's, and of course on the 3249 Ibadan on Facebook. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning.
My name is Omotaya, calling from Abala.
All right, please go.
Good morning, Mr. Alokunle. Yes. Good morning, sir. My comment is based on the discourse. The people that are bought it, their families are friends of committees. They don't have the technical know-how and also the finance to finance it. That is the problem I have. And you can see they are claiming that people are owing them. If you try to do the analysis of people that are owing them, they are not really owing them. They are saying that people are owing them something billion. Go and check. The 3 times they have life is not billion. If by recruiting they use, if it's prepared they use, you will discover that the money they use is not up to 1 billion. So let's get it right. It's a record development. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you. We'll take some messages from Facebook. But once again, the numbers are 0705 5949 0809 7009 if you want to reach us live in the studios. We have that call. Let's pick that one. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Is that Laughter FM?
Yes, it is. 32 FM. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, Tony Brown here. Well done to you in the studio. And the anchorman too. The Inspector General of Police being a little differ from the state police. It's worrisome. If I may ask, in the United States of America, where we copied our democracy, do we have a single police unit? Do you have a place in U.S. where the Inspector General of Police is only in charge of all the police? That is not existing there. We have the county police, we have the sheriff, we have the state police. If you go to Cincinnati, what happened in Cincinnati is not the same thing happening in Ohio. I mean, what are we talking about here? We have been saying that the only way we can get down into our security, ensure that Nigerians are safe, no matter wherever they live, no matter wherever, whether it's Sokoto or Maiduguri or Enugu or Rivers, that the state police is a community thing. State police is community-based. And what I'm saying is that in the community, everybody knows everybody. So if you are having a state police, they are recruited from the community. They all know where the criminals are. They know themselves. Right. And no, you can't come from anywhere and say you want to come and attack the community. They already know you. Okay. And that is the only way we can be safe. But if you continue to run this centralized system of police, we are going nowhere. I think I understand his sentiment. Right. I understand the sentiment.
Thank you.
He's in charge. I can't be in charge. But we must do the right thing. Thank you very much.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. Messages on Facebook. Okadino Babatunde says, merging FRC and NFCDC, a good development instead of allowing FRC to carry firearms. Make cost of living bearable, and also people are law-abiding. Crime rates will reduce. People should get necessary papers concerning their vehicles, especially public vehicles. Thanks for that one.
All right. I guess we'll take some couple more. There are quite a number of messages on Facebook this morning. Let's quickly delve into this. This is from Alfred Adebaya. Says, good morning, Sama. It's just quite sad that we find ourselves in this situation when governors will turn themselves to a demigod. If not, what's stopping Nigeria from having state police? And that's a question mark. I have another one here.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir. Please turn down the volume on your radio. We're getting feedback.
I want to talk about the river. Sometimes we should not throw the baby with the bath water. That river will be the first state to reach the National State Assembly to work. Because the governors we are talking about, sometimes they always throw the local government to their own. By the time the governor picks the caretaker committee, when the next election, they win them all. This is the first state that the state assembly will be active. the state assembly, they are to control. They are the one who's in charge to control the governor. Don't let us see the other way around. By the time the governor is speaking, in Nigeria we say we want the 3 years to work. Local government has never worked, and the governor is not allowed.
All right, we can go on and on, but time is quite limited this morning, and we have a couple of messages on Facebook. We take this one from Miriam Yetunde. Before we leave, she says, good morning. Insecurity is local, and as such, I will implore the federal government to support state police because the central security architecture has collapsed, which calls for urgent attention. The rate of insecurity keeps increasing on a daily basis since they have been overwhelmed, which is why we need state police to support them. And also, federal government should grant sophisticated weapons to all local security agencies.
All right, thank you very much for joining us on the Papers Review this morning. It was a pleasure doing this with you, Mr. Femi Olukunle as well. Appreciate you, sir. The Smart Kid Show is up next. I am Kenny Juritilu. Good morning.
And I'm GBOLABO, famous school. Do enjoy the rest of your day. Bye for now.